ducked off low-key, yeah, you know me. Kickin' with Tyree, hit a 3 like Kyrie.
I want to start off by saying congratulations on having y'all's story get told here at Sundance. It's an incredible achievement. My first question for y'all is, how did y'all balance going back in time and revisiting your trauma with also trying to make sure you got the truth out there?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, it was hard. It was hard because the one thing we wanted to do, right, is we wanted to move on from our trauma. So when somebody asks you to revisit your trauma, right, it's hard. It's not an easy thing, right? And to be in the position we were in, right, made it more difficult because we trying to learn how to live life, right?
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
right? Something that was taken away from us for 36 years. We trying to reacclimate ourselves back into society, right, and put our trauma behind us. But at the same token, we're being asked to visit our trauma.
Yeah.
So it was hard, but it's doable, and we was able to do it because we trust and we love each other.
What kind of spotlight does Sundance offer documentaries?
Well, you know, for all three of us, we always depend on each other. You know, but we also are very spiritual brothers, all three of us. You know, you got to believe in something higher than yourself in order to make it, because as you know, believing in people, you always get disappointed. So you gotta have a higher vein to just looking at someone else. But you have to build relationships with people in order that they have to gain down trust. Whether it's HBO or any other person, we're not gonna just let you in like that, because mine at 16, they came in our house and took us from our family, the people that we loved. So when we met them, there wasn't no trust with them. They earned it. They showed us that they was worthy of that. And that's what we gave them once we learned all that.
I think when we go back to visiting our trauma and stuff like that, it builds us up and it gives us strength, right? It gives us back everything that was taken us. We got to understand the trauma. When we recognize what was going on with ourselves, then it gives us growth. And that's how I look at it, where that my trauma is going to give me growth, and everything that's going on with me, I understand it, I recognize it, and other people don't know it. But when you speak your truth and you tell them about it, then they'll know.
What do you guys think is the biggest misconception about your guys' case that went on?
I think when all this happened, everybody knew what happened, and we ain't had no voice even then. You know what I mean? Because everybody knew exactly what happened about the situation, and they didn't speak up for us.
Do you guys have anything that?
I think the biggest misconception about our case is that, first of all, that we was guilty of something. Right? No one gave us any chance. 3 black kids come from a poor neighborhood but never been in trouble. And even our own people didn't give us a chance. Right? They even judged us. We come from poor families, but we come from families with a lot of love. But nobody looked at that. Right? Because we were all so stereotyped, which most black kids are. We always stereotype. Well, somebody should have looked at that picture and said, you know what? We got 3 kids, ain't never been in trouble. Why is nobody giving them a chance? Nobody helped us. 36 years, we had to stick together, learn the law, keep researching until we found something. Right? That was there from day one. Let me make that clear. The judge knew from day one that we weren't guilty, and he sealed it for 36 years. We will never forget that.
So can you tell me a little bit what it was like?
I think the biggest misconception is that we don't hurt.
Yes.
Right? We don't hurt that.
Yes.
Because we grew up in poor and impoverished areas, and we come from not well-to-do families that because we struggle, or you seem to think that we're struggling in life, that we don't have pain, we don't hurt. That's far from the truth. We hurt. We watched our family members die while we were in prison for something we didn't do. We couldn't even cry because of our environment, our surroundings. So we've been holding pain, trauma, anguish in our hearts and in our lives for decades. So the biggest misconception is we don't hurt. We hurt.
Yes, we do.
We're human. We have feelings. We have emotions. We love. We hate. We care. We cry. We laugh. We do everything everybody else do. So my point for the biggest misconception is don't judge a book by its cover. Read the book. Get to know the book.
I love that answer. My last question for you is, after everything, how do you guys find joy today?
I found joy. I find joy in Christ, in my family, in my brothers. Right? I pour into them, they pour into me. My wife, my mother, my sister, my aunts. You know what I mean? My greatest gift to them is to try to be happy every day. Right? That's where I get my joy from. That's where I get my joy.
Yeah, my greatest joy, man, just being with my brothers. Like, we've been this way since we was kids, and as adults, to show each other that same love that they tried to break, right? When they put us in them prisons, that's what they was planning on for us to do. You know what I mean? They don't want people to see this. And this is love among brothers. They don't show this. We never gonna snap this, and we gonna keep it out there because we want the people to know that this was built by a family that loved us. We gonna make sure people understand it.
I get joy from my brothers. I also get joy that God bless me to wake up every morning. I have a little daughter now. She's 2 years old. That's my joy. And I look forward, man, to all the good things that God is going to give us.
Yeah.
And I know it's more to come. So it's like we keep giving our joy to people that's not deserving of it. Because since we've been out here, they abuse that. They abuse the things of all of us, you know what I mean? Our hearts and all that stuff. And I'm no longer gonna do that no more. You know, it's about loving myself more and looking forward to my vision is to be the best man I can be for my daughter, right? And praise my God. And after that is nothing else but good things coming out of it.
That's right.
You know, so. Yeah.
All right. Well, last thing, I just want to congratulate you guys. Man, it was great meeting you guys.
Thank you.
It's an honor to meet y'all. Honestly.
Same here, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Can I get a photo real quick?
You more nervous than we are?
Huh?
You more nervous than they do? You're sweating?
No, it's hot. It's hot. Hold on. Let me get a photo of y'all real quick. It's hot.
Like the fried bacon.
I got y'all.
Ducked off low key, yeah, you know me. Kick it with Tyree, hit a 3 like Kyrie.